Good afternoon, Big Brother fans. It is Monday, still August or July 14th, still day 7 in the Big Brother house, and it is in the afternoon. It is roughly 3:50 p.m. Big Brother time, almost 7 p.m. Eastern time, and I am a bit late getting on the drive home. I've got about 10 minutes or so to talk to you, and so I figured I would fill you in on what has happened. There's still so much going on that we just don't know about, that especially I don't know about because I had work. But I have picked up bits and pieces. I did do a very brief little video on Blue Sky today at lunchtime, but I don't know how many people even saw that, but it was just me talking while I was walking to lunch. So let's tell you what we have discovered since I talked to you this morning. The Power of Veto. We knew that Ashley had won it. We knew that Ashley was going to use it. At the time I talked, it may have been like, well, it's up in the air on whether Vince is going to replace Ashley with either Kelly or Keanu, because Keanu was kind of getting on some people's nerves, and they were kind of pushing for him. But in the end, the feeds did come back late this afternoon, and Vince replaced Ashley with Kelly. There, I got all the names right. There's a lot here, right? So it is now Amy, Kelly, and Isaiah that are nominated. We have the blockbuster competition on Thursday night, but it's going to be one of those three heading out the door at the end of the night. So on Thursday, I don't know which one it is. I know that Rachel does not want Amy to go. So it was kind of amusing after the Power Veto meeting when the feeds came back that Keanu quickly went up, and he was talking to Vince, and I don't remember who else. It may have been Adrian, but I'm not 100% sure. But it was Vince and someone else, and he's like, dudes, I already got it locked in. I got 10 votes to get rid of Amy. I think it was to get rid of Amy. I was like, you don't have 10 votes to get rid of Amy. He may have implied 10 votes to save Kelly, but either way, no, Keanu does not have that kind of power in the house. And again, let's not forget that Rachel Riley is in the house, and she's schooling the rest of this house. All the comments today were like, oh my gosh, Rachel is tearing it up. Now, what's interesting about that, and for those of you that are following me on Blue Sky, you're going to see me say some of the same things. But there's a lot of people that aren't following me on Blue Sky, and now I'm coughing, so 1 second. Okay, pardon me. Brief tickle in my throat. I may still choke a little bit. I apologize. Rachel Riley, let's remember all of this, okay? Now, I don't think she was a great player on Big Brother 12. And I also kind of feel like production helped her very much to win Big Brother 13. Okay, let's be clear about this. Or not Big Brother 12. Big Brother 11. Wait, 12. Okay. Anyways, sorry. Rachel was a fan of Big Brother before she went on Big Brother 12. She actually, and this is why I know this and remember this, because when Rachel was last listed on the cast, I discovered that she followed me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a cast member who actually follows me on Twitter. I was kind of like stoked. Now, I don't know if Rachel knew who I was or cared who I was that much, but she followed me, so I was like, this is cool. So Rachel's been a fan of Big Brother since before her being on Big Brother. Then she was on for 2 seasons. She won her second season. And ever since then, of course, she's been involved in the community. She follows what's going on. She may not watch it like a hawk, but she knows the game. She has since gone on to be on a show called Snake in the Grass, which was kind of a slightly, not Traitors exactly, but kind of. She played with Janelle. She played with Cerie. So she played in that reality show, which was about being a snake in the grass. She played in the Traitors. She's played on The Worst Chefs or whatever that was. She's played, did she play on, I don't think she did a Sequester, but that's not a TV show. But she's done so much in the reality TV world. And now part of her job is helping cast for television shows. I think mainly kind of the reality kind of television shows. So not only, and I'm saying this now because I just watched a little bit as I was heading home. I pulled up the feeds for a second and watched her talking with Riley. She's interviewing Riley in the backyard. She's having a discussion with him, and she's asking him questions that she would ask if she were a casting agent. She knows how to have discussions with people and how to pull information out of them, how to make them feel comfortable. She is a professional reality TV player, casting person, you name it, she's a pro. The rest of these people are all wannabe people who have social media accounts, who have watched a couple of seasons of a reality show. They may even be huge fans of Big Brother, but they have not lived in the house for, I don't know what Rachel's total day count is, but she's probably over 100 days at this point in the Big Brother house, in that Big Brother house specifically. They haven't been through this whole thing. She's much better than Paul. No offense to Paul, but she's much better than Paul because, as I said, she was a fan before she went in the house. She was, she won it. Paul couldn't win it because of his jury management. Rachel managed to pull off the jury management among everything else. And production wants her to stay in the house. So I'm beating a dead horse, but Rachel is in great shape. If they don't get her out in the first half, then she better win it, or else it's a disappointment. If Rachel doesn't win this season, it's going to be a disappointment for her. It just has to be, because she should win it. It's not like she's in an all-star season where she's competing with other pros. She's just her competing against total amateurs in comparison. All right, so that's going on. The other thing of note is that one of the other people that she talked to quite a bit was Jimmy. And Mr. Jimmy has decided that he was going to call out Keanu and others perhaps after the Power of Veto meeting ended. He was going to call about being a snake or calling people a snake. I didn't watch his practice speech, but he practiced his speech several times. He talked in front of Rachel, and Rachel's just like, hey, this is going to make great TV. She's like, I'm sure she's thinking, well, I wouldn't be doing it, but hey, Jimmy, if you want to, dude, you're going to be awesome. And I mean, there's a shared screen cap, a shared video out there of him walking back and forth in the gymnasium, talking to Rachel, and Rachel looks straight up at the camera and does a half rolled or a half sideways look with her eyes like, check out this guy. So she knows she's going to let Jimmy be all the drama, and she's going to sit back and she's going to laugh in the diary room. She is going to have so much fun making fun of the rest of these house guests and being an entertaining character. She's going to be a lot of fun to watch, to be honest. I think she's going to be a lot of fun to watch because she knows how to make good TV. Until she gets nominated or something, then the wheels may come off a little bit, but I'm not sure. I think Rachel is really going to up her legend status this season. And again, those of us that were around when she was on the first two seasons, look, I think she's a really nice person. I've heard all wonderful things about her, but she was not fun to watch on the feeds. She just wasn't. It's okay. If she's fun to watch this season, that's fine. I think she's going to win. I mean, I'll be happy to be wrong. But right now, she's just lining everybody up, and they are all about keeping her around and doing everything. So I didn't mean to turn this into a talk about Rachel little drive home, but man, I'm telling you guys, she's doing really well. So what else to tell you really quickly, as I'm like 3 minutes from home? Amy was crying after the Power of Veto meeting. We did not get to see Jimmy stand up and kind of accuse Keanu of lying and being two-faced or something. But after the feeds came back after this whole thing, the first thing we saw was Keanu and Jimmy talking in the backyard, and Keanu apparently came out to the backyard to talk to Jimmy and said, "It's okay, dude, I appreciate it. I appreciate your honesty and this and that and the other." And Jimmy said, "Well, that's very big of you to come out and talk with me," and they hugged it out. So whatever drama there was, whatever awkwardness there was after the Power of Veto meeting, which we should see on Wednesday, unless they hold it off until Thursday's show, which they may. We'll see that drama probably, and then they'll hug, and they hugged and they were okay with each other. But Amy, meanwhile, apparently also was upset, and she was crying to Jimmy, and Jimmy and Amy went back in the bunk room and sat down at a table back there and were talking and hashing it out. I didn't watch it the whole way through, but that was another Amy crying moment. So Amy's crying, saying, "You're one of my 4 people," or something like that. I'm not sure. So we got Ashley safe, Amy crying. I did just hear Ava being discussed by, again, it was Adrian, Vince, and Kelly up in the head of household room. They were talking about Ava and saying that Ava is clueless. They think Ava is clueless. I don't think Ava is clueless, but she apparently has people snowed thinking she is clueless. Now, maybe she is more clueless than we saw on the pre-show, game stuff on the house guest interviews, but I don't think she's clueless. What else? So Ashley, again, she's safe. Keanu seems to be in a little bit of trouble potentially, but he's okay for now, obviously, because he's safe. A reminder, a little bit more of a qualification. I don't know if I mentioned it about the $10,000 thing that Zach got. Zach is allowed to save himself anytime between now and jury if he's on the block after the Power of Veto meeting. If he's still on the block, he can hand the $10,000 that he won to the head of household and say, "I'm off the block, you have to put somebody else up," and the head of household has no choice but to do it. So that's a one-time thing. I don't think anybody else is going to get to do it. I don't think the new head of household gets to hand that money off to anybody else. So that's a little bit of a clarification on that power that Zach has. So basically, it's a one-time get out of jail free immunity idol that you can play, and you're safe. You don't have to worry about, you're still nominated. Now you're taking a chance that you couldn't have cleared yourself in the final 3, but I don't know if I'd be wanting to take that chance. I think I'd want to play it. I don't think he's told anyone, because that also becomes a case of people saying, "We got to get that idol out, so put up Zach so that he uses it, and then we'll put somebody else up." If he tells anybody he has that power, I could see that happening. And Lauren might be the one he might tell. That would be the one, because he's hung up on her. We'll see. I don't think he's told her. We haven't heard anything, but he could have already told someone by now. Anybody else to talk about real quick? No, I think that's about it. I think we're done for now. Again, we've got Amy and Karen and Zay nominated. That's what I got, and I'm going to watch some more feeds tonight. I will be posting over on Blue Sky. You guys, those of you that were following me or are following me on Twitter, I am still on Twitter, but I did lock my account this afternoon, in part because I was getting a lot of just people yelling at me for saying I was going to be on Blue Sky. So it's like, all right. So I've just locked my account on Twitter. I'm not going to be posting much on there anyways, as I've been saying. But I don't need to worry about people. It's that they can find me. We've got a really good community going at Blue Sky now. So check it out if you haven't, but I understand if you don't want to, you don't have to. It's there as an option. That's where you're going to find me and a bunch of other people. And we've been having a blast talking about the show. And I know there's people having a blast on Twitter as well. So be well. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, as always, again, to my patrons. Last little shout out, if you would like to be a patron, you can go to patreon.com/BBGOSSIP and sign up. And I'll give those patrons a shout out sometime later this week to thank all of them again for supporting me, because I appreciate it. Okay, with that, I'm in my garage. I'm clocking the car. We're shutting her down. And we'll talk to you guys all probably tomorrow morning. Be well, everybody, and thanks again. Bye-bye.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.